Hi, my name is Riri Omotiloa Omalayo, and this is my informative presentation. My presentation is on the world of AI and the projection of the future, basically where we see the world going with the development in AI. So, we'll start off by asking, what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence are systems that simulate human intelligence in learning, reasoning, problem solving, and language. They do this by gathering data and trying their best to convey the data to the user in a way that is human friendly. There are multiple types of artificial intelligence. We have the artificial intelligence more suited for machine learning and those suited for generative AI. The machine learning, this is AI that improves learning via data patterns. So basically, it scripts data from the net and finds relationship between these data based on whatever topic it's looking for, and uses that to further inform or update its database so it has a better understanding on the topic that it is doing the research on. The generative AI, these are models that are used to create text, images, code, and even video from prompts. And examples of that, we have ChatGPT, we have Higgsfield, and we have like Cdance, OpenAI, a couple of other models. Now, we move into AI in the home. A couple years ago, the home used to be just a place for hospitality and relaxation, but now houses are even getting smart. Your home is the one learning you, and it's not the other way around. Now, houses gather data on your behavior, on your patterns, be it sleep, the time you go out, the time you go in, all to simulate a better hospitality experience and for better security. The lines between the house and the assistant are now disappearing, and honestly, there are privacy concerns because when you plug your house to the cloud and you give your house access to third party corporations, then you have to choose between privacy and convenience. They are on a collision call within your walls. Now we go to AI and security. AI and security is cybersecurity. Trust is becoming the scariest resource in digital life because now, with the amount of data we have on there, everybody is really worried about who has access to this data and how this data can be better protected. So that leads to integrity. Now, because of the amount of data you have out there, it's very easy for the data to be hacked and simulated. Someone can fake your CEO's voice and authorize a wire transfer via the bank. We have social security numbers getting leaked and things like that. A good example of that is the US's social security concerns with Anthropic's new Fable 5 release, which they called back because they called it a matter of national security. Then we have the availability. um these protections are available worldwide, and they're also in place because as much as we are worried about the threats, the AIs also make the security standard much higher and harder to crack for the average individual. Then AI in robotics and transportation. So we have humanoid robots that are clocking into real shifts. We have autonomous vehicles that we see everywhere, from EV vehicles to autonomous self-driving vehicles. And now people in major cities move around without drivers. We've seen it everywhere. It's no longer a forecast in industries. These are real ongoing technologies that are built around human labor, and they are better for high volume tasks that are time bound. Now, the future of cloud AI, or the future of AI from cloud to local. Once upon a time, artists needed to go to studios, which were expensive and gate kept. And nowadays, everybody can run FL Studio on their laptop. You can do the recording on your laptop and even release a full track, a full studio ready track from your laptop. And it's kind of the same things with artificial intelligence. Now we're using all these cloud models, which we'll consider the recording studios that are controlled by other third parties. But as technology is advancing, we already have systems that are coming out that are going to run AI models locally on your system. So my forecast is that in a couple of years, we're no longer going to have to be logging into Anthropic's Claude or ChatGPT. We'll have systems running these models locally that would be as strong as the cloud models, which is already happening in real time. Then we have the LLMs are the future. As I was saying, LLMs are locally run learning models, and we have, like, for instance, Quent's 3.5 is a new AI local system that can run up to 122 billion parameters on a 64 gigabyte book MacBook, which is better than ChatGPT 5 mini. So that's already, we're having MacBooks that run AI models that are stronger than entry and medium level cloud models, which was unheard of like 2 3 years ago. And devices are designed to run up to 200 billion parameters models locally. So basically, the billions in this case are the like needs the data the AI can store in data. Before we needed like large data centers, but now we're getting systems that are optimized to AI. Now, what was the catalyst? As I said earlier, it's Anthropic's Claude Fable 5. Never before had we seen it that the any government had called back an AI model because of security concerns. And that shows you that if you have all your data, you're building businesses online and all with all these third party models. If there's any form of security concern or if there's any issue whatsoever with those models with the government and everything, and the government shuts down those models, there goes your business, there goes your infrastructure, there goes your entire workforce. So that has now shown how fragile the AI bubble is. So to strengthen this bubble, people are now opting for more locally sourced models, locally run models on their systems. And that is where my projection for AI is in the next couple of years. Instead of us um logging onto the cloud for AI models, we're going to have like data centers running from our homes, from our systems, and from our own personal laptops, doing all the basic tasks we need. Thank you.